The gentleman from Arizona is recognized for 5 minutes to explain his amendment.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Chair. You know, banning books and censoring teachers is un-American, period. Unfortunately, Republican politicians across this country want to take books off shelves under the guise of parental rights and transparency. It's a fundamental American principle that we allow our citizens to develop independent thinking, and students should be no exception to that. By curating our students' bookshelves, extreme politicians are depriving students of that right and preventing their full academic development. I want to concentrate on the issue of literacy and the issue of school libraries. Literacy opens the door for lifelong opportunity and economic success. And the data show that school libraries make a big difference in giving kids the skills and the inspiration to become proficient and enthusiastic readers. Students that utilize school libraries have a 73% higher literacy rate than students who do not. And the positive impact of effective school libraries is highest for marginalized groups, including students experiencing poverty, students of color, students with disabilities. And while school libraries are the most effective when they offer resources that connect and engage and empower students and that align with their First Amendment rights, 32 states have enacted bans on books that disproportionately limit access to titles with LGBTQ plus characters and characters of color. That's why I'm offering my amendment, which would prohibit elementary and secondary schools from requiring the banning or censorship of books. The book bans and censoring of library collections that my Republican colleagues have supported attack not only student rights, but restrict a very basic access to information on the part of students. My colleagues on the other side will say this bill does not censor books. However, it is a slippery slope, and one can take this amendment as a good dose of prevention to assure that we don't slip down that slope. The bill would expand federal involvement in what is normally a local decision and will do so in a way that essentially invites more and more attempts to censor information and to ban books. For this reason, I urge my colleagues to support the amendment and ensure that this bill would not inadvertently create more and more attempts of censorship. And, you know, we just have to look at recent history and what's going on. Let's take the state of Florida. Books being banned are books about Rosa Parks. Books being banned is Roberto Clemente, The Pride of the Pittsburgh Pirates, Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, and the list goes on. And of many biographies that is published by Penguin Books, of the 15 that are banned, 11 are characters of women and characters of color. So my point being that if we don't want to go down that slippery slope, we don't want to create the impetus that we see it in front of school board meetings to take books out, to ban certain discussions, to limit access to literature, to change the curriculum, then we have got to put in this legislation, which in its present form I do not support, something that prevents that. And my amendment is a preventive tool, it's a safeguard, it's a guardrail, so that we assure that the students in this country will have the opportunity to access literature, to access information, and within their public libraries and their school libraries to continue to access the books as they choose. You know, no one should choose a book that I'm going to read, and we shouldn't be putting ourselves in a position where we are demanding and mandating what students can and cannot read. With that, I yield back, Madam Chairman. Thank you.